everyone, myself Miss Radha More. I am currently working as a biology faculty at Nuclear Academy. Nuclear Academy is working in the field of educational coaching classes since last 14 years based on the pedestal, a source of explosive potential. Nuclear Academy aims to develop scientific and intellectual students by imparting qualitative education. Being a biology teacher, I am here to give a brief review on the revised 12th Standard State Board Biology textbook. The textbook with revised syllabus has been prepared and designed by the Maharashtra State Bureau of Textbook Production and Curriculum Research, that is Balbharti. The textbook is presented in simple and lucid language. In addition to this, relevant diagrams, graphs and tables are used in the textbook, which will bring about more clarity in understanding various terminologies and biological concepts. This will surely enable all the students to understand the concept thoroughly and correlate with their day-to-day practical life. For the first time in the syllabus of biology, various independent activities have been introduced. Information provided in the boxes like can you recall, internet my friend, use your brain power are used under activity-based learning. These activities will help students to understand the content knowledge as well as it will provide scope for gaining additional application-based knowledge also. Apart from this, various questions are provided at the end of every chapter. The textbook is reconstructed based on content similar to NCERT by following the guidelines of National Curriculum Framework as well as State Curriculum Framework. So this is going to help students who are preparing for competitive exams like NEET, as most of the content is going to be covered in this textbook itself. Now if we look at the index, there are overall 15 chapters. These 15 chapters are basically categorized under 5 units. So earlier this was not the case. In the previous year textbook there were total 19 chapters, but it is not like that this time the chapters are reduced. What they have done is 2 chapters are merged under one single title, 2 related chapters, which was very important to be together. So for now there are 5 units. The first unit is reproduction. This unit comprises of 2 chapters. The first chapter is reproduction in lower and higher plants, and the second chapter is reproduction in lower and higher animals. So in the earlier or previous year textbook, these 2 chapters were placed wide apart. So this that was not relevant. So this time, as these 2 chapters are grouped under one unit, so it will be in the proper flow. Then the second unit is genetics and evolution. It comprises of 3 chapters. The first chapter is inheritance. Now these 2 terminologies you are familiar with, you have studied this in your lower classes, inheritance and variation. Now this year there will be more detailed study. All the Mendelian genetics and inheritance will be studied under this chapter, inheritance and variation. Okay. In the same chapter, chromosomal basis of inheritance is also included, which in the previous year it was a separate chapter. So Mendelian genetics and chromosomal basis of inheritance, these 2 chapters are merged under this single unit, inheritance and variation. The second chapter under the second unit is molecular basis of inheritance. So under molecular basis of inheritance, you are going to study all about DNA, its structure, its composition, its replication, then the processes like transcription and translation in detail with very good labeled colorful diagrams. It is given in the text. So it becomes very easier to understand the process apart from rather from imagining whatever is going on. Next chapter, third chapter is origin and evolution of life. In this chapter you will get to study about how Earth came into existence and how first life on Earth came into existence, that is origin and evolution of life. Again in this chapter Wherever necessary, proper diagrams they have included in the textbook. The third unit is physiology. Under this unit, there are 4 chapters. Okay. These 4 chapters, 2 chapters from this are from plant physiology and 2 are from animal physiology. Plant physiology, it consists of 2 chapters. First is plant-water relation and second chapter is plant growth and mineral nutrition. So all about the physiology of plants and how plants grow, the different types of nutrients required for plants are all included under this 2 chapters. The next 2 chapters under physiology itself are animal physiology. The first chapter is respiration and circulation. So earlier there was only one single chapter, that is circulation, but this time they have added some part of respiration at the beginning of this chapter. So it is going to help out because circulation is anyhow related to respiration process. So internal and external respiration in case of humans, it is included along with circulation. Circulation, it consists of the overall study of heart, internal and external study of heart, its pumping action and all disorders related to heart. So this is about respiration and circulation. The last chapter from this unit is control and coordination. It was there in the previous syllabus also. In this chapter, you will get to study overall study of nervous system, that is ANS, PNS and CNS, central nervous system. Okay. So this is all about these 3 units. The 4th unit is applied biology. Now you will think, what is this applied biology? Applied biology means it includes all the streams which are related to biology, like veterinary science, agricultural science, then apiculture, pisciculture, sericulture and so on. So this comes under applied biology. Under applied biology there are 3 chapters. First chapter is human health and diseases. So in this chapter you will learn basically all about immunology, that is what is immunity, types of immunity, immune response and so on, and various diseases and disorders in this chapter, human health and diseases. The next chapter is enhancement of food production. Under this chapter you will study plant breeding, you will study micropropagation, that is tissue culture, then you will study animal husbandry and microbes in human welfare. So basically in this one single chapter, this is a combination of 3 chapters together. Earlier there were separate chapters, animal husbandry and microbes in human welfare. So some part is taken from these chapters and it is merged in one single chapter, that is enhancement of food production. The next chapter is biotechnology. Biotechnology. So what is biotechnology? In biotechnology you will learn how biological organisms are basically used to perform various industrial processes. In biotechnology you will also learn genetic basis of inheritance. Some part of genetic basis is also included in this chapter, biotechnology. Now comes the last unit, the 5th unit. It is ecology and environment. So this unit is based on environmental science, ecology and environment. There are 3 chapters under this unit. First chapter is organisms and population, where you will study how organisms interact with the population and how different populations, they show various interaction patterns basically. Then second chapter under this unit is ecosystem and energy flow. So we'll learn the different types of ecosystems and how energy flows through this ecosystems. The last chapter is biodiversity, conservation and environmental issues, where we are going to learn about the flora and fauna and its conservation and various environmental issues. So this is all about your new syllabus. So overall this textbook will enrich your learning experience as well as the students aspiring for competitive exams like NEET. So they are surely going to be benefited. So good luck. Thank you.